Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand aquarium emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia with me, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire. This is the only show in any dimension where you, lowly third-dimensional beings, get to compete against each other in Grand Trivia. But of course, I'm not alone this week, no. Get back to places, intern Charlene.
I'm so sorry.
Me, of course, is intern Penelope, who is standing in my light.
Hi.
But now intern Cheryl is out.
I'm intern Christy. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Welcome to Grand Trivia. What?
I'm so excited for tonight. Do you know why? Do you know I'm so excited for tonight?
Yeah, because it's Grand Trivia.
It's Grand Trivia!
Alice Forever Cemetery is saying intern Penny has such thick eyebrows, and specific Andrew thinks your makeup game is A+++. Oh, I said too many pluses. A++.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I got this done in the laser fields of Nebulon 7. I just stuck my head right out the window. They were like, Chrissy, you can't do that. You'll evaporate in the vacuum of space. Your eyeballs are gonna explode and pop out. And I'm like, ha! And so I did this.
You showed them. You still have your eyeballs.
I still have them. They're new.
New eyes.
Yeah, the other ones blew up in the
Alice Forever Cemetery asking, does your makeup represent the winning play for the NBA Finals?
Yes.
I mean, who doesn't love...
You've discovered my secret, Alice. You've discovered my gambling
Who doesn't
secret.
love the...
I've been sending messages back in time from the future because I know who's going to win because we're outside of time and space. And so I take it down. And then anyone who's clever enough to know can get the winnings from my face.
Yeah, who doesn't love the Nebulon Blurnsball Association?
Precisely.
You know.
The Nebulon
Blurnsball Association. The NBA. Is the NBA anything else? I don't understand what.
That's the only NBA that I know.
It's the only one I know.
I thought maybe NDA, non-disclosure.
Oh, non-disclosure agreement.
Yes, or agreement. Usually it's an assignment.
Well, I mean, yeah. I was saying we got it in one.
Oh,
but welcome everyone to Grand Trivia.
Welcome to Grand Trivia, Fluval.
Yes.
Fluval, are you so excited to have a guest tonight?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have a guest. Now look at me. I'm dancing back and forth. I'm so excited. Yeah.
You're so good at dancing, Fluval. Fluval.
I am.
So good at dancing.
I'm a dance machine.
An absolute dance machine. So now let's put on our random guest generator machine.
Okay, here we go.
And we'll
activate it,
someone into the studio.
I wonder who it'll be.
Wonder who it'll be.
The signal's locking on, and then here it goes. Hello!
Hello!
Oh God, no.
Field correspondent
Arthur!
From NASA, formerly of NASA. Welcome to Grand Trivia!
Hi, thank you. I'm still working on those reports you asked for, but
Yes, the TPS reports.
mhm.
The torture performance reports.
Yeah, some of the torture has fallen behind because we were supposed to have dogs gnawing on people, and we don't have any dogs
Arthur.
on staff anymore.
Arthur,
Oh, that's right. We did space all the. We still got
Yeah.
that pog.
you gotta stop making excuses like the torture.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry.
Don't blame the spaced dogs
Don't
for the
space,
torture falling
yeah.
behind.
We
You're
did space
absolutely
all
right.
of our dogs because old dogs just don't learn new tricks. So we kept all the puppies. We spaced all the dogs. Can the puppies gnaw on people?
Well,
Can they be encouraged to gnaw their gnars?
Or what if you think outside of the canine genus? Like, what if you had the bone
Oh,
slugs? Can
think
bone slugs
outside
gnaw?
the canine.
I will get on the bone slugs. The puppies, we tried that, and it ended up making people happy, not
Oh,
bad.
no.
So
Darn. Oh my goodness.
I
That's a
figured that's
mistake.
not what you want, right?
That's a mistake. No. How are you enjoying your pain cubicle? Look at Arthur's nice pain cubicle, everyone. When Arthur's not in the field, he's in the pain cubicle. How do you like it? It's
Well-
all set up for you to do your work, right?
Yep. For 72 hours at a time, and then I get an hour, and then 72 more hours at a time. And
A whole hour? Oh my
Well,
goodness. I'm gonna
it-
need to send a tech down there. Wow.
please don't. You don't have to. It's fine.
No, I think we do have to.
A whole hour? But otherwise, the pain cubicle's fine, right? You're finding everything you need to do an excellent job for the Aquarium Empire Network, aren't you?
I am in pain every second of my life. Yes, it is working perfect.
Perfect.
That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Arthur,
Yeah.
do you have your new itinerary? Arthur, of course, is our field correspondent. Well, you're usually sending you off into the field to report back to us about things. What's on your itinerary?
So I've been following those leads on Conspiracy Earth that
Good.
you told me
Right.
to track down. I haven't been able to find anything concrete yet. It sounds like everywhere I look, there's like a different answer, a different theory on it. I've been trying to track down some of the money that I'm sure is
Arthur.
getting funneled.
You
Yeah.
need to follow
Gotta
the
follow
money.
the money,
Who
Arthur.
benefits from there being that many theories on Conspiracy Earth? Who benefits?
It's an
Where
ex-
is the money going? Have you followed the money? It sounds
I-
like you're thinking about following the money,
I
but
would-
you haven't actually followed
I would
any
also
money.
suggest if you can look into see what sectors are buying red yarn and
Yes.
bulletin boards. They're probably a good place to start for Conspiracy Earth.
Yeah.
I will
Just a little tip.
add that to the list.
Also tinfoil.
Yes.
That actually makes sense. I understand that reference.
I think everything I say makes sense, Arthur.
Right?
But okay, I'm glad something finally resonated with your lowly third-dimensional mind.
I mean, you
I'm
really can't
very
expect
sorry.
that much.
That's
from
true. That's true. That's
these Earth
true.
people. They
Thank you.
also
See, the
think it's
studio
funny.
audience
They also
was
think
a
it's
little
funny
delayed, but they
that-
did appreciate.
Yeah, they really appreciated that.
They laughed.
What's next on the itinerary, Arthur?
Yeah, where are you going?
Well, so you guys, you told me there's this world that's entirely made of water, and we're looking to make contact with people of the water world
Yes.
who live underneath the water.
Yes.
Yes.
I breathe air, just for clarification. So
Gross.
That sounds kind of like a cannot do attitude.
I-
And what kind of attitude are we looking for from our interns, Arthur? What kind?
the
It's
whatever
not the
you
cannot
say attitude.
do. Yes, it's the
No.
whatever we say attitude. Good
That's
job.
it.
Exactly, Alice Forever Cemetery. Still breathing air in 2021. Gosh.
Right?
Get over
I-
yourself, Arthur.
I'm a flawed man. What can I say?
You are.
You are.
You're so flawed. But guess where you're going next, Arthur? Guess where you're going next?
Where am I going?
To Grand Trivia!
The Grand Trivia!
Oh,
And so can you, viewers at home. go to the Kahoot. You go to Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 1494137 for your chance to play Grand Trivia and compete against your fellow lowly third-dimensional beings, including Arthur here.
Where else are we gonna see you, Arthur?
So one of the other places. You did ask me to find it, so I did the research. There's a world where everything is radioactive.
Yes.
And
can you imagine those kinds of dragons that live on that world?
I absolutely can imagine. Don't want to go. Like, could we send a bot this time? Like, it's radioactive. I'm made of meat.
Look, Arthur.
Yeah?
You're made of meat, but I look forward to a day when you wake up to ash and dust, you wipe your brow, and sweat your rust. Just gotta breathe in those chemicals and see a robot can't do that.
No. Cannot breathe in the chemicals, Arthur. We need specs on what radioactive world is going to do to all kinds of meat creatures. You're not the first meat creature. And don't worry, Arthur, you'll be fine. Remember what happened when that giant crab ate you and then dismembered you and then shot you out across the galaxies?
I don't like thinking about Crab Earth.
Okay, but how about you think about
I mean, we put you back together. We found all the bits.
But you might get superpowers on radioactive Earth.
You could.
That seems to be one of the more likely outcomes of being bit by something radioactive is powers.
We'd probably drain those.
I know, don't tell him that.
For use in
of course
R&D.
We would take the powers. But hey, welcome Alice Wants Pizza, Specific Andrew, 1B, Meat-Based Being, Slug Fadson, and Cute Iguana 70.
I love iguanas. They're almost like fish.
They're so close, so close.
Kind of like fish.
If only they didn't have to breathe air like a gross Arthur from NASA.
Welcome, Meat-Based Being.
Welcome, Meat-Based Being.
Welcome.
So we got 5 players in our Kahoot. We got a little fewer people watching, so we'll buy you some time. But imagine, dragons? It's more likely than you think.
Oh yeah, what is a snake but not a boned slug?
Exactly.
We were talking about the bone slugs earlier. Big question, Arthur. We will need you to also go to Snake Earth to investigate this question.
Snake Earth is, of course, embroiled in a war with Rat Earth.
That is true.
And
we've been trying to send our archaeologist there, but he just won't go. So we are going to send you there.
Absolutely.
Why does it have to be snakes? Can I ask that question?
Why does it have to be snakes?
See, the fact that you want to ask that question is why it has to be snakes. You know, snakes
Why does it have to be snakes?
Because you're asking why it has to be snakes.
That's part of the pain cubicle. It knows exactly where you need to be.
Yeah, exactly. Schrodinger's snakes.
Yes.
Exactly, Alice Forever
We
Cemetery.
need to know. And you're the only scientist that we can spare. So, you're going! It looks like we have.
And then Arthur has now joined.
People. Arthur, thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining, Arthur.
I'm sorry.
And Goat Snail.
Welcome Goat Snail. Welcome, Goat Snail.
With that, I think it's time to Kahoot with some grand trivia. So here is our first question after this handy dandy little
3,
countdown.
2,
1. Question 1. Finger joints, biscuit joiners, and dovetail joints are terms of which trade? Medicine, carpentry, cooking, or torture? Wow! All of you aced that. The answer is carpentry. Finger joints are used to join short pieces of wood together to form units of greater length. Biscuit joiners are slots cut in the wood with beechwood wafers, known as a biscuit, to hold the boards in place, and dovetail joints combine pieces of wood through an intricate puzzle pattern. And a Spike Lee joint is do the right thing. Let's see who did the right thing by checking our leaderboard. Meat-Based Being is in first with Alice Wants Pizza in second, 1B in third, Slug Fadson in fourth, and Specific Andrew rounds out the leaderboard. Did you do the right? I mean, I guess everyone aced it, so you must have done the right thing there, Arthur.
Which we really do not approve of.
No.
I'm just happy to see another meat-based being here. Again, with the radioactive, it's meat and...
There's a lot of meat-based beings around, Arthur. What do you think we feed you? Let's go to the next question.
What? Wait. What?
Here's the next question, which is a multi-select question. Which of these are real examples of Christian children's media? Salty the Singing Songbook, Little Jesus, The Donut Repair Club, or Bible Man? Which of these are real Christian children's TV shows and movies?
Salty.
And which of these are not? Picture here is, of course, an image saying Jesus.
You think that are the songs in the singing songbooks like salty? Like, why did they have to be salty?
Why can't it be Savory?
Yeah, or like
Savory the Singing Songbook?
psalmy.
Oh,
Does
these
it have
are...
something to do with Psalms?
Good question.
Yeah, no, like it's psalms.
Because it's the Book of Psalms, which is a book of songs.
So it could be like
Psalms are
salty.
songs.
I
Salmy?
think it sounded too much like salami, but like salty just
That's
sounds
fair.
Like salty.
That is fair, Jazz Fats in Montgomery. I did not reference Veggie Tales in this question. But 4 of you got one correct, and 2 of you got the others correct. Let's see what happened to the leaderboard. Wow! Specific Andrew has taken first place. Goat Snail in second. Sorry,
Specific
Sheep Snail.
Andrew, you are a liar. You said you were never going to recover from that.
And you
now you're in first
did.
place. And do you know how we feel about liars here?
We encourage it.
We love it!
Love liars.
Love liars, love cheaters.
But-
Except for you, Arthur, all of your
Okay,
reports
well,
have to be
yeah.
correct, or else we will know and you'll go into the level 2 pain cubicle.
And so before we move on to the next
Really
question,
don't
we're
like that.
going to take a look at
We don't
some
usually
of...
tell them about level 2. It's special.
Before we move on to the next question, we're going to
Oh,
take a
yes.
look at some of those people. This is Salty the Singing Songbook with his friend who's a field mouse.
What the actual?
I think Specific Andrew may never recover from seeing some of these. But Alice says, oh my god, why?
Does its face
Huh.
change, or
Specific
does it
Andrew
always
says
have
it
that,
looks like us. Yes.
Why?
His face is the spine of the songbook, and fun fact, this is the more advanced version of Salty. The early one was a person with their face painted blue poking through the spine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I am telling you, the devil isn't in that book. Much like the devil isn't in the next thing, which is the Donut Repair Club. Which is
'cause
where...
the hole is in them is for Jesus?
Yeah, the hole in them is for Jesus. So the Donut Repair Club is where a group of kids work with the Donut Repairman and Duncan, the living donut, to repair the hole in their heart that can only be filled by Jesus.
I didn't know that donut holes were Jesus.
And then the last one is, of course, Bible Man, who is a lightsaber-wielding Bible-themed superhero who was a rich, bad person. This
How did
is
he
all
become
So
happening.
many
Bible Man?
questions. I have so many questions.
How did Bible Man become Bible Man?
Yes!
So there's multiple
Who
Bible
put this out?
There's multiple Bible men. So let's talk about
What?
Bible Man. So the jelly in jelly donuts is actually the blood of Christ transubstantiated. So
True.
that's good to know. But Bible Man, the first Bible Man he was just a wealthy man who turns to God in the Bible in his most desperate hour, and then he pledges to fight evil with the word of God.
And so
That's the first one. That's the first one. The second one is
That's
a children's
not this
pastor.
But who is publishing this?
You mean who released it?
Yes.
Oh, and he's wearing the armor of God, which is why no one
I
recognizes him.
apologize if anyone can hear Studio Cat next to me.
This was produced
Peeing.
by Pamplin Entertainment, Tommy Nelson, and B&H Kids.
Oh my.
I assume not B&H Photo Video from New York.
Right?
Now,
Which is extremely Jewish.
Extremely Jewish and run by
Okay,
Orthodox
so-
Jewish
Look at
people.
Studio Cat.
why does Bible? Oh no!
He
oh
got
no!
a haircut.
Not the Studio Cat.
You did a really good job with the haircut, Arthur. You really did.
I-
You really came through in the clutch. We got
Thanks,
such a nicely shorn cat. And
Uh-huh.
you cleaned up all the blood afterwards, and all of it was yours.
Well-
Oh no, a flirkin!
It's a flirkin.
Oh, and then Little Jesus was just from The Simpsons.
Ah, I love the Simpsons.
But Mom, I'm trying to take a bath, and he can't take a bath because he's walking on water because he's Jesus. It's so funny. and he looks like Lil Abner. But you know what else is funny?
That is
What?
the Hand of Flanders, by the way. That is absolutely
Yes,
the hand of
100% it is stupid Flanders.
Yes, it is. Unfortunately, knowing that will not give you any more points.
But you know what will
in
give you
this
points?
Trivia!
The next question.
Okay, goodbye.
Speaking of God, Loki
you,
is
Studio
widely
Cat.
known as the god of chaos, mischief, fire, or YouTube prank channels. 60 got it correct. It is in fact mischief. And of course, Loki exists firmly within the third dimensional
Yes.
divine hierarchy and cannot even hold a staff
Not
to
even.
Grand Emperor Acquion.
No.
And it would have been a terrible show if he had agreed
Yeah.
to make it with us
It would have
instead of
been
Disney
awful.
Plus.
It would have been awful.
Loki is also the mother of
It's an
Odin's
awful show. No one's
eight-legged.
watching it. No one is watching that show because it's bad because Disney made it.
Oh, also-
and he wouldn't have, like,
Alice
he's not
knew
even
the
worth
answer,
working with
just
us.
clicked the wrong answer on accident. But
That's okay.
Alice, don't do that. You do that too many times, they're going to get you.
Alice is
Yeah.
also the mother of Odin's eight-legged steer, Sleipnir.
You just said that Alice is the mother
I did?
of
Loki
of
is.
Sleipnir,
Loki's the mother of
eight-legged steed.
Sleipnir. Loki is the mother of Sleipnir. That's my bad, Alice.
Alice, are you Loki?
Are you Loki?
Are you the goddess of mischief?
Are you Loki?
Is that your secret family?
Are the Asgardian gods your secret family? Good question.
Very good question.
You are Loki going to eat some pizza soon.
Ow!
I think we just gotta move on to the next question. Joseph Stalin died in which decade? The 1950s, the 1960s, the 1970s, or none of the above? He still roams the moon seeking revenge. And of course, Joseph Stalin was a communist, which is an economic and social philosophy introduced in the third act of late-stage communism, Who Will Survive? Sorry, late-stage capitalism, Who Will Survive? When executives wanted to introduce a new villain, the Cold War got hot ratings, let me tell ya.
Yeah, we don't do late stage capitalism, communism. Who will survive? Because like
No.
most of them survived, so we had to destroy that Earth.
But, Forby got it correct. It was in fact the
job.
1950s, and his death was immortalized in 2017's The Death of Stalin, which chronicled Steve Buscemi's bloody rise to power. Let's see what it did to the leaderboard. Oh, wow! Slug Fadson knew that and is up in third place. Specific
Wow.
Andrew holding on to the lead. Goat Snail in second, 1B in fourth, and Meat Base being in fifth. And Specific Andrew is on a streak with 4 correct answers in a row. What did you think about that question, Arthur?
I'm still just surprised Steve Buscemi's alive. I mean,
Let's see if he's in the next question.
Which wrestler portrayed Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind? Of course, Cactus Jack is a bloody brawler, Dude Love is a flying hippie, and Mankind is a madman with a sock puppet. Was that Ric Flair, Kevin Owens, Mick Foley, or Macho Man Randy Savage? Well, one BBBR is actually Spider-Man 2899, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, very impressive.
The death of Steven. Death of Stalin, Steven. Steve Buscemi. 4, we got it correct. It was, in fact, Mick Foley. Let's check the leaderboard. Oh, wow. A lot of you do that. Slug Fats and Montgomery up in second. Meat Base being in third. Alice Wants Pizza on the leaderboard in fifth. Which is pretty impressive. And Specific Andrew, though. Specific Andrew still has the highest answer streak of 5 in a row. And here are all of those faces of Foley. And Fluval's fact fractal. Mick Foley entered the 1998 Royal Rumble as all 3 of his different personas, and nonetheless still did not win the Royal Rumble. And these are all from him entering in the 1998 Royal Rumble.
that is statistically improbable. I mean,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, instead Stone Cold Steve Austin won. I just love Dude Love. Just a flying hippie is such a fun character. He flies around the world spreading peace and love. It's great.
It's fantastic.
I mean, I hate
Decided
it.
to kill
I
him.
hate it because peace and love are
Yeah.
just kind of gross. But let's go to the next. Yeah, exactly, Alice. He was 1/10 of the entrance and somehow did not win. It's impressive. Almost as impressive as our next question. Which business filed the largest corporate bankruptcy in U.S. history in 2008? a year in which nothing hurt.
Nothing did.
Was that Circuit City, Lehman Brothers, Bear Stearns, or Conglommo? Seen here are some very upset people in suits. And this reminds me, check out Radio Free Multiverse's newest show, Bankrupt, where we lock third-dimensional beings into a bank vault and see if they can escape before the active volcano below it erupts.
We anticipate big things.
Conglommo's actually one of the corporations that I've been tracking the money for Conspiracy Earth. They've been funneling money into the rise of certain political characters on various other Earths that may or may not have some level of connection. It's all dark money, and it's not on any books, but I was able to track down some people, and by just mentioning Radio Free Multiverse, they were scared enough to give me the information.
Good, I'm glad we inspired fear.
Yeah.
But the correct answer was Lehman Brothers. Their bankruptcy involved over $600 billion in assets, and despite their historic failure, many executives, including Rich Fuld, the head of Lehman Brothers, took home bonuses in 2008. And Alice said that she was doing a lot of research about 2008, and all she could find was stuff about the financial crisis and the U.S. election, which were both very not chill. And yeah, Bear Stearns sold for $2 a share, and someone taped a $2 bill to their front door. But speaking of two of you got it correct. Let's see this leaderboard. 1B is now up in 4th place, Goat Snail in 5th, Meat-Based Being in 3rd, Slug Fadson in 2nd, and Specific Andrew, despite losing his streak, holds on to 1st place. I think we should see if his streak returns with our next question, which is question 7. Robert Moog invented the first commercially available version of which electronic instrument? Is that the Chaosillator, the Theremin, the synthesizer, or the Furby organ? And of course,
the Furby organ is something that if anyone wants to see it, search it on TikTok.
It's worth seeing on TikTok. It's an organ made of a bunch of Furbies wired together.
I don't know how the internet is a scarier place than this sometimes, but it is.
If you think that's scary, wait till you see the first commercially available atomizer, which reduces things to their component atoms. It's still in development,
Yeah.
but it's our intellectual property, so hands and phalanges off. But the Furby organ is wild. Wow! Everyone got that correct. It is, in fact, the synthesizer. The first commercial synthesizer was the Moog synthesizer, and Moog Music now makes multiple electronic musical instruments, including vocoders. Bunch of nerds over here is correct, Specific Andrew. Let's see which of you nerds is in 1st place on our leaderboard. It's you! But Meat-Based Being is now in 2nd. Alice Wants Pizza is back on the leaderboard.
6666! That's so close to 666, which is the number
That
of the
is
beast.
amazing.
Hell and Fire are going to be released.
Speaking of hell and fire, let's get to our next question. Slade Wilson is the secret identity of which DC supervillain? Is that Deadpool, Deathstroke the Terminator, Deadshot, or Wade Slilson? And of course, if I had a cool supervillain name, I'd go with Fluval the Humanitarian.
Oh!
Ooh, so creepy, so
Spooky.
villainous, so devious and evil.
Spooky.
The Humanitarian. What would your supervillain name be, Arthur?
Meteor Man, because my planet was destroyed by a giant meteor.
That was fun.
Yeah, we made that meteor.
That was fun. But the answer
Yeah.
is Slade Wilson. Let's check the leaderboard, shall we? Wow! 1B is 2nd place with the highest answer streak of 3 in a row. And now it's time for a Fluval's Fact Fractal. You know, Deadpool's alter ego is actually Wade Wilson because when he was created, he was a very thinly veiled parody of Deathstroke the Terminator, seen here, with a mask very similar to Deadpool's.
He kept extra bullets in his bulging thighs.
Oh, gotta, yeah.
And he's so wide.
Of what use are gains if not as storage for your bullets and pouches? His pouches are actually in his legs.
I would say this is like classic golden age disproportionate comic book stuff, but that is a modern cover. Like, that's the modern DC cover. This is John.
It is a collection, I believe, of older comics with the new logo slapped on it.
Oh, okay.
But just like,
Yeah, let's take a look at those pouches.
I can't zoom into as much as I hoped.
Right there on his thigh. Nice big pouch. Look, I have pouches. I'm
So many
Deathstroke
pouches.
the Terminator. What's in my pouches, huh? What's in my pouches?
You know who actually probably
I
knows the
have
answer
chocolate.
to what's in your pouches?
Huh?
The subject of our next question, which is a multi-select. Google, all-seeing megalith and dreadlords of the Plex, was co-founded by Larry Page, Eric Schmidt, Sergey Brin, and or an AI named Goog. They probably know what's in your pouches. They know so many things.
I tried to keep it from them, but then I like accepted cookies on like One Planet Destroy, and now they know everything.
So Panopticon, the architect of the Panopticon, was a consultant for Google, but not a co-founder. Oh, 1BBBR asking, what's in the pouch? I really want to know. And Goog morning. Goog morning, specific Andrew. The answer is Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Don't Be Evil has been part of Google's company corporate code of conduct since 2000. And when Google was reorganized under a new parent company, Alphabet, in 2015, Alphabet assumed a slightly adjusted version of the motto, do the right thing, making Alphabet also a Spike Lee joint. Haha, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't tip anybody. But here's the leaderboard. Meat-based being now in second place. 1B in third. Goat Snail in fourth. Slug Fadson in fifth. And Specific Andrew has the highest answer streak of 3 in a row.
Good job.
Your streak has returned. That was a nice callback. Thank you for noticing, Jas. As we go to our next question, which is question number 10. Which is what? A double points question. Disneyland Records created which sci-fi band that performed at Disneyland every week in 1981? Is that Hallex, Sun Ra, Warp 11, or the Max Rebo Band? You a big Disney head, Arthur?
I've enjoyed some of the media myself. Yeah, I enjoyed the one about the guy who's a bounty hunter and gets a little pet green goblin.
Goblins are pretty good.
Did you like
Yeah.
Unidentified Flying Oddball, where a NASA astronaut goes back in time with a robot that looks just like him to King Arthur's court?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like
That's it. I like that, Alice. Did we lose Arthur?
Arthur.
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 See, I knew we needed to send someone
no,
down
Arthur.
to check out the paint
Well-
cubicle.
The correct answer is Hallex. It's Hallex. They've been described as the Star Wars Cantina Band meets Kiss. But let's first let's check our leaderboard. Specific Andrew holding on to the lead with 11,000 points. Meat-based being in second. Slug Fadson in third. 1B in fourth. Goat Snail in fifth. And Arthur still seems to be frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna send some next down there. to
Send
check it
some
out.
text and stuff down there. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah.
But look, this is actually the poster for Hallex. And very interestingly, they're a intergalactic rock band composed of musicians of various species, including Baharnath, the bassist, who looks suspiciously like a Wookiee, which you can kind of see there. Not as much as I had hoped, but you can see him. Looks a little bit too much like a Wookiee. How have you never heard
Too
of this
much,
band?
just the right amount.
So-
Why? Because they only lasted that one summer.
Because they only lasted the summer of
Yeah.
1981, but there's a very good YouTube documentary by Defunct Land, which
Yes.
delves into their history.
They tanked the entire partnership between Disney Records and Warner Records.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't recall.
No, they did not
But I don't
release
believe
any
I don't think
records.
anything came out. And yeah, it is a very Star Wars pose.
Right?
It's the Luke pose from that original A New Hope poster.
Which is the Conan pose, right?
Yeah, basically. It's a lot. It's a lot. So let's just move on to our next question. Which is also a double points question. Which utilitarian philosopher wrote the book Animal Liberation? And, you know, I think animal liberation is an amazing cause because every creature should be free to devote their lives to the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Very true.
Was that Jean-Paul Sartre, Karl Marx, Peter Singer, or Caesar the Ape? Two of you got it correct. It is, in fact, Peter Singer. Singer argued that the interests of animals should be considered because of their ability to experience suffering and that the idea of rights was not necessary. We think that animals should be considered parts based on their ability to experience suffering in the great lineup of Aquarium Empire content. Alice says, I've surely heard Monty Python talk about this and thought it was boring. Fair
Animal
enough.
liberation.
But, first place has not been liberated from Specific Andrew, who is still holding on with an iron fist. It has the highest answer streak of 5 correct answers in a row. Thank you, Specific Andrew. Thank you. I like bits. We like bits here.
We like bits.
Despite how deathly
Bits.
serious this show is,
Very
we like
serious.
bits.
Bits of bodies, bits of teeth, bits of hair, bits of bombs. We love those.
We love them. You gotta love those, huh?
But you know what else we
Speaking-
love?
Our next question. Which Muppeteer originally played Miss Piggy? Is that Jim Henson, Frank Oz, Steve Whitmer, or Bill Beretta of Beretta's Merch Corner?
Where do they merch?
Where do they merch?
Yeah.
I mean, I think all
corner?
over.
All over?
Various corners. I think,
Various corners.
you know, to paraphrase Tom Joad, wherever you have Muppet merch that you look to acquire, Bill Beretta will be there.
Oh.
Wherever a heart yearns to have a shirt with Miss Piggy on it, Bill Beretta will be there, but he did not play Miss Piggy. That was Frank Oz who played Miss Piggy from 1976 all the way to 2002. He played Fozzie Bear, Animal, and Sam the Eagle, as well as Sesame Street's Grover and Cookie Monster, and of course, was also the voice of Yoda, who George Lucas has described as the love child of Kermit and Miss Piggy. Kermit was Jim Henson. Let's just check out our leaderboard, because so many of you got it right. Let's see who answered quickest. Oh, wow! Specific Andrew still in first. Meat-based Being in second. Slug Fatson in third. 1B in fourth. Goat Snail in fifth. And Specific Andrew's specific streak continued with a vroom vroom.
From.
Let's see if that vroom keeps going or if that engine peters out in our next question. Et tu, crouton? Who is this Caesar salad named after? Don't help them cheat, Studio Cat. Is that Julius Caesar who inspired it? Caesar Romero who popularized it? Caesar Cardini who invented it? Or Caesar the Ape? What do you think about Caesar salads?
Well, I like that they remind me of anchovies because that is a sea creature and I really
Exactly.
like sea creatures. But I don't like the idea of consuming matter.
Wow, this was a really evenly divided question, but...
Wow.
Oh, Alice eats a lot of Caesar salads now and hates it. I also hate matter consumption.
Right.
I live off of pure, uncut hatred.
Yeah, that's
Specific
why I
Andrew's
drink
streak
this.
has apparently ended because they didn't know this one. But the Caesar salad is named after its inventor, Caesar Cardini. He was an American restaurateur who operated multiple restaurants, including Caesar's in Tijuana, Mexico, which is where the salad was invented.
Yum.
Let's see who rises to the top with their answers to that question. Well, Slug Fatson and 1B are the two who got it, but Specific Andrew is holding on to the lead.
You
As
gotta answer quickly.
the quicker you answer, the higher you score.
Higher.
So maybe you'll be able to quickly answer this next question. Which of these became a U.S. state most recently? Is that West Virginia, California, Utah, or Depression?
Oh, exploited,
That one's been there from the beginning.
unhealthy.
Also from the beginning.
Let's see, chronically ill.
Probably there from the beginning. But 3 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, Utah. Utah became a state in 1896. California is actually the oldest of the physical states listed here, joining the Union in 1850. West Virginia joined in 1863. Depression, on the other hand, why, that's ageless and eternal. Oh, and speaking of people joining things, welcome back to Arthur!
Arthur! Welcome back! What happened? What happened?
It's the 45-minute pain break that the room has. Everything hurts.
That part.
Everything hurts. Nothing was beautiful there, and everything hurt.
Beautiful.
Let's see our leaderboard to see who's... Oh. Slugfats and 1B and Goatsnail all got it correct, and 1B is making a comeback with 3 correct answers in a row. This is truly still, I think, pretty much anybody's game. We have about a third of our questions yet to go, and some of them are doozies.
Yeah, double points.
Some of them are. But you know, should we just go on to the next question?
Absolutely.
This one is not a double point one, though. When was the giant squid first photographed alive? Was that in 1984, 1994, 2004, or 2014?
Hey, Arthur, did you know that we know more about space than we do the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, did you know that, Arthur from NASA?
Did you know that, Arthur from NASA?
I would assume that given you are trans-dimensional space creatures, that yes, that would be the case.
No, I mean you.
I'm sorry, yeah, you humans also know more about
humans
space.
know more about space than you do the bottom of the ocean.
We
So
know
it's
all about all
almost
of them.
like NASA's looking in the wrong spot.
I know more about pain than about the bottom of the ocean, too.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure you know pain.
Probably.
You definitely know pain far more closely. I mean, have you been to the bottom of the ocean?
We should send Arthur to the bottom of the ocean. Put that on the itinerary.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
gotta be there.
I breathe air, I breathe...
Let's put that on the
Let's-
itinerary.
yeah,
There's some
you
events
gotta
down,
go down there.
that are like wild.
Oh, also, fun
temperature-wise.
fact about the bottom of the ocean. The wreck of the Titanic is slowly dissolving and will be completely gone within 50 years from 2021.
Think of all the ships that have dissolved.
Yeah. Think of all the vanity projects that James Cameron never got to do. But 2 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, 2004. Scientists have learned virtually nothing about the lives of these deep-sea giants, not even how big they get, though some estimates predict that they grow up to 66 feet. Only their cousin, the colossal squid, might be bigger in weight, though probably not length. But even less is known about them because, you know, we have an iron-tight NDA.
Iron tight.
Let's see
You don't want
who's...
anyone getting that info.
Yes, Arthur?
I was just agreeing with you.
Good, that's appropriate. Let's check our
That's
leaderboard.
good. The room will remember. The room will.
Goatsnail got that correct, but our leaderboard is still static. So I think... Yes, non-dimensional access. We have isolated the colossal squid from all of you with a dimensional lock.
Yes.
Much like our next question. Who is the only actor to get an Oscar nomination for his work in The Lord of the Rings? And while you're answering this, here's a fact fractal. The real Lord of the Rings is Grand Emperor Aquion because he is Lord of everything. Who got an Oscar, though? Was that Christopher Lee, Ian McKellen, Viggo Mortensen, or Grima Wormtongue?
Who's your favorite character in Lord of the Rings, Arthur?
Vigo, he's sexy as all hell. Like, you gotta give it to...
Aragorn?
Oh, yeah.
Do you call him Strider?
Yeah.
I call him Ryder, because, like...
Oh, wow, I didn't expect Arthur to be so saucy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But 4 of you got it correct. It was Ian McKellen who played Gandalf. Specifically, he was nominated for his work in Fellowship of the Ring. And overall, the Lord of the Rings trilogy was nominated for 30 Academy Awards and won 17. And both of those are records for human film trilogies. And those are records which you shall not pass.
No, you shall not.
But let's see who has passed other players on the leaderboard.
No one!
No one! Gandalf's prophecy still prevails.
Yes.
But Goatsnail has the highest answer streak of 3 in a row. So
Good job, Goatsnail.
Congratulations, Goatsnail. As we go to question number 17. Which of these South American countries gets its name from a type of tree? Is that Brazil, Bolivia, Argentina, or Chile?
Why not, Yggdrasil? Beach?
That would be better. Yggdrasil would be better. Would have been a better D. I think an intern forgot to update the answers.
I'll update the pain matrix.
Thank you for updating the pain matrix.
No. It works fine. It works fine. Trust me, please.
Update the pain matrix. But yes, it's Brazil. The nation gets its name from Brazil wood, which once grew plentifully along the coast.
Once.
There's not anymore. Now there is just, not that.
Debris.
Yeah, the remnants of Brazil wood. Brazil remnant. As we go to our next... Actually, go to our leaderboard. Everyone got it, so the leaderboard didn't change much, but Goat Snail's streak has continued.
Good job, Goat Snail.
Good job, Goat Snail.
Good job,
Let's see
Snail.
if it keeps on keeping on in our next question. Which is a multi-select. This could be your chance to catch up. James Gunn directed which of these superhero movies? Guardians of the Galaxy 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 2017, Super 2010, and The Suicide Squad 2021. You a big James Gunn fan, Arthur? Do you like his movies? He also did Slither.
That was a wacky one. It had Nathan Fillion in it.
Super was a lot, which had Nathan Fillion in it as a Christian superhero. Inspired by Bible Man.
That's right. Bible.
Yeah.
He was essentially Bible Man. But
Yeah, he's essentially Bible Man in Super. But, yeah, that's right. He directed all of them. And the most obscure of these is Super, which, as has been established, was a lot. And in that movie, Rainn Wilson plays the Crimson Bolt, a superhero who beats criminals with a wrench while shouting his catchphrase, "Shut up, crime!"
It's a really twisted movie.
And Elliot Page is also very good at it.
Elliot Page is great. Ends up putting like Wolverine X-23 blades on
Into
his
their hands.
hands
It's
and stabbing
so good.
someone to death. It's
So
fucking
good.
crazy.
Kevin Bacon's the big bad. It's such a fun movie. But let's see the leaderboards. That's all you got to correct. Wow, 1B has risen up into third place. Slug Fadson is back with an answer streak of 3 in a row, but Specific Andrew is still in first. And Meat-Based Bing is holding on to second. Thank you, Specific Andrew. As we go to our next question. Oh, that's what I was thanking you for. Our next question is... Time is an illusion, but which human fingernail grows the fastest? Is it your dominant middle finger, your non-dominant middle finger, your dominant thumb, or your non-dominant thumb? Obviously, I don't have fingers, so...
I just have these for fine motor control. It's really helpful being an intern. There's all these knobs and, like, sliders and...
Two of you got it correct. It is your dominant middle finger. That's because spite is the strongest force in the multiverse. And fun fact, the thumb on your least used hand grows the slowest.
What if you're ambidextrous?
I don't know. Because the research did not really deal with
ambidextrous people?
Yeah. Yeah. I like the...
I love that.
That's very good. That's very good, Alice Forever Cemetery. But let's see who got it right by checking the leaderboard. Slug Fadson is back in third with a streak of 4 correct answers in a row.
And 1B is just
duking it out for third. Arthur,
Arthur,
how are you feeling about this as we go to our final question?
I really hope that. Well, it looks like Meat-Based Being's gonna take second, so yay for Meat-Based Beings. I don't like the slugs, so...
Well, let's see if your hatred will be rewarded in our final question.
It's more like fear.
What? Fear, same thing. It's a double. Fear leads to hate. You know,
and hate
it's a double points question.
Okay, fair enough.
Which famous novelist wrote the "I Wish I Were a Toys R Us Kid" jingle? Is that Stephen King, James Patterson, John Grisham, or Ernest Hemingway?
Do you read any of these authors, Arthur? Oh, did you? Before we destroyed all their books, when we destroyed your Earth.
I've read a couple. Is James Patterson? Why am I thinking of Twilight?
Yes, this is all real. No, he didn't write Twilight. I don't know. Do you want me to look up what books?
Oh, I know why. Because Patterson's the last name of the hot guy in it.
Robert Pattinson's son.
Yes. Yes, that's
There
how
we
you're
go.
thinking of it. Yeah.
That was some brain not working time.
James Patterson also wrote the book The President is Missing along with Bill Clinton. They co-authored it together.
Yep.
And The President is Missing is... I'm just gonna...
Read us the summary. Read us the summary.
I will read you the summary of
Be
The
big
President
for the
is
summary,
Missing.
Floofle. Make yourself big for the summary.
Okay.
Here, let me make you big for the summary.
I'm bigger now.
Let me move the coot. Okay.
Okay. The President is Missing confronts a threat so huge that it jeopardizes not just Pennsylvania Avenue and Wall Street, but all of America. Oh, wait. No, that's not as good of a summary. I'll just go for it. Yeah! The President is Missing
doing
confronts
great,
a threat
Football. You're doing
so
amazing.
huge that it jeopardizes not just Pennsylvania Avenue and Wall Street, but all of America. Uncertainty and fear grip the nation. Nice. There are whispers of cyber terror and espionage and a traitor in the cabinet. Even the president himself becomes a suspect, and then he disappears from public view.
Wait, he becomes a suspect in his own disappearance?
No, he's the thought that he might be a traitor.
Oh.
Set over the course of 3 days, the president is missing. Sheds a stunning light upon the inner workings and vulnerabilities of our nation.
Your
Filled with
eyebrows are
information
on
that
fleek.
only I... What did you say about my eyebrows?
They're amazing. Very
Thank you.
2008.
Thank you. They're very 2008.
Redactron pointed it out.
Oh, thank you, Redactron.
Yeah.
Oh, this is...
We love compliments for Floogle.
Basically, the president is a big-time hero who saves the nation. And then there's a whole sequel book called The President's Daughter.
He's missing?
Also co-written by Bill Clinton.
Does he have a special set of skills?
No. The President's Daughter is all new characters.
Oh, okay.
I would
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
Liam Neeson play Bill
President?
Clinton, who then goes on a killing spree. Like, that would just be...
It's actually weirder. I think President's Daughter was
Wait.
not written by Bill Clinton.
Wait, no, okay, Floogle.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm gonna make you big and solo
it
to
was.
tell us about this book.
The President's Daughter?
Yes!
Okay, The President's Daughter was written by... Was also, again, written by Bill Clinton and James Patterson. I'm trying to find, like, the right... Okay, here we go. Here we go. No, that's the Kahoot. No, I got it. There we go. Now... me.
You...
Me. Every detail is accurate because one of the authors is President Bill Clinton. The drama and action never stop because the other author is James Patterson. Matthew Keating, a one-time Navy SEAL and a past president, has always defended his family as staunchly as he has defended his country. Now those defenses are under attack. A madman abducts Keating's teenage daughter, Melanie, turning every parent's deepest fear into a matter of national security. As the world watches in real time, Keating embarks on a one-man special ops mission that tests his strengths as a leader, a warrior, and a father. The author's first collaboration, The President is Missing, was a New York Times bestseller and the #1 best-selling novel of 2018, and was praised as ambitious and wildly readable, and a fabulously entertaining thriller.
Wildly readable?
It's a wildly readable. You know what? I'm gonna actually okay.
Wildly readable sounds like saying
So-
it was incredibly fine. It was perfectly
Well,
okay.
Google Books opens it with "All presidents have nightmares. This one is about to come true. A rocket ride of a thriller."
I mean,
I gotta look up.
Extremely able to be
Wait.
consumed.
the world is already weird enough.
Extremely able to be consumed. Thank
Thank you so much, Floogle.
Thank you for my celebration of these wild
Wildly readable books.
Wildly readable also describes specific Andrew as a poker player. Oh yeah, I like Alice's suggestion that perhaps they put one word per page to make sure you don't get overloaded. Well, let's check this leaderboard, huh? Or the podium, shoot. In third place, it's Slug Fadson with 13 out of 20.
Good job.
In second place with 12 out of 20, it's Meat-Based Being. And in first place with 12 out of 20, it is a specific Andrew.
Yay!
In fourth, who's that? It's 1B, and in fifth, it's Goat Snail.
Wow.
Congratulations to all of our players.
Congratulations.
Except Arthur.
Arthur, you did not even make the
Alice didn't win the game, but
leaderboard.
Alice did eat a pizza, which is winning.
You aren't even gonna get that much, Arthur.
Is pizza better than glory, Arthur? Do you agree with specific
Is pizza
Andrew?
better
I mean,
than
you have
glory?
neither, but which would you rather have?
Yeah,
Right
which would you rather
now,
have?
Sure.
Yeah.
pizza. Any food other than pizza.
Okay.
Perfect.
So,
We're gonna put you in the starvation dome.
excuse me, before we put him in the starvation dome, I have to show Arthur a little something.
Oh.
Station engineers, can you bring up Pizza Earth?
Oh.
And
No more pizza.
just to be really sure, can you also bring up Calzone Earth?
Yeah.
Alice got the last flight out of pizza.
Yeah.
And Specific Andrew says, R.I. Pizza. And Jazz Fats, you're right, you do still have
You do
Stromboli
still have
Earth.
Stromboli
Stromboli
Earth.
Earth is still there.
Yeah. So yeah, have fun in the starvation dome.
Bye-bye, Arthur. Enjoy the Starvation Dome.
And thank you all so much for joining us for this super exciting episode of a Grand Trivia.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Pacific Andrew and Mud BBBR, and Jess Fetson Montgomery and Els Ferrer Cemetery, and
Broke
Holy
Physics.
Goody,
Hello, thank you, Broke
and
Physics.
Broke
Thank you,
Physics,
Redactron. Thank you.
And that's everyone whose names I see.
That's everyone
Thank
whose
you
names
so
I see as well
much.
up here. So thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with even more Grand Trivia.
Yay!
We see you. We have your coordinates. Enjoy your time while your planet is unvaporized.
Oh, the fifth dimension. How do I begin to explain this to someone who is so puny? Ha 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 ha. Unlike Fluval, of all the dimensions.
I am not puny.
Here he comes, swimming closer than farther away.